What up, what up, what up? Back at it. Trying to get good at this game, so let's see what we can do. Last time I was on stream, I was getting my ass beat or my ass handed to me. So, watch this. Yeah, I went 1-6, yo. So I don't know if that was just a bad streak or that's just a sign. But so we're just looking to turn that around. Let's get it. I think we're gonna go with a team I haven't used before, but I've been thinking about playing with. I think we could go with Michigan. Let's go. Hopefully, we can get a game in.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Headed outside, it's Marshall. Hard running there. Got enough for the first. Oh, spins away. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. There are some programs where just imposing their will physically in the running game is part of the DNA. I would say that is exemplified here at Michigan.
No doubt about it, Reese. So you better answer it. You know this isn't about trickum. This isn't about space. This is about me lining up in front of you. You know what's coming. Stop it. That's a tough day at the office for a lot of schools across the country.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Dumps it to the back. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Songo Bolatelli. Finds his big tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fourth down, Songo Bolatelli. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll go to the counter. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Come on.
And make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Yeah.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Underwood from the gun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli.
Come on.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Now here's Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. Complete to the right.
Come on.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got...
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sango-Politelli. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sango-Politelli from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
JKS fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Songo Bolatelli. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab.
Come on.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds his target down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
Oh
They put their
God.
foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Throwing, Songo Bolatelli. Complete. Going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Turning it on!
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Underwood. Pressure coming. Myers on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lost, the defense is wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going to the running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Now here's Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. Might be looking to run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. They're working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli makes the grab on the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Right on the money. Snags it, and there's running room. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Songopolitelli rushes on him. He's got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Underwood. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now facing a third and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
This has got to make this team feel good. They were road warriors coming into this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Songa Bovatelli. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Underwood. Makes the grab. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. Pulled down for the tackle. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the...
I gotta let my dog out real quick, y'all. God dang it. Yeah, these people are good, yo. I'll be right back there. 1-7, y'all. God damn. 8-13 overall. I'm on a losing streak. Just trying to snap it. Let's see if we could rock with Boise State.
On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. He's going to take a shot. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Riley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. The sure hands, it's Wagner. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
Ready? 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Go!
On the ground, it's Riley. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Good timing on the quick out. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
In the red area, it's Riley. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays, well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No. That a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Knowles in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I mean, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
With the catch, it's Riles. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
With the catch, it's Ford. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
1852, soldier. 1852.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fights off the defender. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls in.
He'll take a deep shot here. It is in.
Nice. Boise State. I actually like that offense, so we're just gonna bring it back, run it back. All right, let's do another random. Nah. Nope. Nope, definitely not Boston. Didn't check. No. Or Tennessee. Let's see what they could do.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Vols headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 40. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vols!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And his throw is incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Got him downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Final play of the quarter coming. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Runs through a tackle. Now it's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the...
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Underwood. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And after the turnover out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on 4th down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense in the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tennessee! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Maybe a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. It's a big stride inside the 10. That should be the final play of the first half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Still looking on the move. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. And the Wolverines couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Play action with Underwood. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Wolverines right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. It's Marshall. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play, you throw it, get a nice one. Second play, you run it and get another nice one. And this defense is totally on their heels. They literally just got on the field. We're approaching the 3rd play of the drive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab in their space. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Going with the counter play here. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. A design run for the quarterback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Vols want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
Bringing the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Safe completion on the screen. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this 4th quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And the physical play there forces... Completion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time on target. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, in 2-minute situations when you're trailing, you need your quarterback to come up big, and that's exactly what this guy is doing on this drive. He has been picking this defense apart, and they are just flying down the field.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got it on the run. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Volunteers. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they're going to go for two and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Underwood makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The run inside. It's Marshall. There's some room. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here comes the heat. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot.
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with time.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Complete on the left to Smith. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. From the red zone, it's Jackson. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gonna run it. It's Jackson.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Say it. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Sayin from the gun on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Say it. Under fire. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, Long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Julian with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Jackson. Spins away from the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And he's dragged down.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. Spot the ball at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
That's caught. It's Barney. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Calandria. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Could be an alley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. We're just panicking.
All right, y'all. About to wrap it up. Appreciate y'all.